What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim bedded up. How y'all been? Went out and I had to get a new phone. So I got the 14 256 gig iPhone. So, got some more storage. It's been a while. The Bonneville is 100% done. Waiting to be picked up. Said he should be here by 4:30, and it is 4:15. So on Monday. But yes, everything is done. The rear suspension is all up in there. I got me one of these headlamps. They gave it to me at O'Reilly's the other day. I thought about it before, but now that I've been using it, I love it. I can see everything underneath the cars when they're in the air. You know, I don't have the proper lighting in here, but anyways, 28s on the 77 Bonneville. Billets. Power steering pump is leaking out of the pump. But anyways, booyah. All the new stuff, the sway bar, the inner outer tie rods, upper, lower control arms, bang. Everything's set, everything's counter keyed, everything's greased, alignment is set. Like I said, I had to grease the spindles back, which gives it a sport steering. Took it up to the car wash and washed it, but it's still got some stains on it. Needs a good hand wash. Oh yeah. This thing's got 4 12s in it with a real big ass foam spot all the way around the subs. The whole trunk is a box, so it's got a lot of weight back there. So I moved the little rubber things up on the shocks to show how much travel it has, and it has like 2 inches of travel, as in what's left over at the top of the shock. When you push the car up and down, it sets that, boom. This car, again, was previously notched in the back. These cars need to be notched in the back to set the wheel in more because of the skirts. The skirts roll down the side of the body and they go down pretty far. So you have to get the wheel farther in order to get the skirt to go on. This skirt is missing. The other skirt is on it, as you can see. I think he said it fell off one day. I thought he said he had it. Maybe he has it, just not in this car. But that's what's going on with the Bonneville. Hopefully he's coming to get it, like he said. And it can go bye-bye. Then I can be on to the next. But as for now, we're gonna be working on the Malibu. And all this is, somebody previously notched it. Boom. You can see the tire was rubbing in there a little bit. So I'm gonna finesse those tubs a little bit, put the cross brakes and everything in there. Probably gonna put a ladder bar cross member in there because the frame is notched, and what everybody knows about these frames cracking, even though they put the plate over it. I'm not exactly sure, maybe they didn't put it inside of it. But do the ladder bar cross member across here. He's gonna put the Super 10s underneath here, so there'll be plenty of room for that. Tie into the lower control arm mount, and then tie into the upper tray here. Well, yeah, so the rear end, just a 7.5 for now. He's gonna put a 9-inch and everything in it later, but setting up 7.5 has been sitting here. So, got the buckets tacked on there. Gonna get these level down here. The lower the car to set, the lower you put these. So a lot of people that wanted to order these from me with this place down there, 24s, obviously you set down here more. You know, this is a 9-hole setup. They do have the 11-hole setups. So, you know, that would bring it up 1 hole more on the bottom, 1 hole more on the top. But then, like, if you had 28s, you want to be up more, so that way you don't run out of holes. So, a lot of little things to do to know to set everything up. And that's what the knowledge is. Been doing it a long time. But yeah, I figured I'd get a video up. anyways, all the scrap, I gotta get out. Like I said, I'm one guy in here, so trying to keep everything cleaned up. I got some time to clean my shit up, and I gotta get this shit done. I still have the 9-inch right there that I have to get up on the bench. I know I've been saying that a lot, but hey, a lot of shit going on, trying to get caught up. Still got Donzel's cutlass up here, so gotta get this thing notched. So figure I'll get the Malibu rear end notched out. Obviously the Bonneville out of here. This is cleaned up. I can get in here and cut this. Got the Chevette sitting in here. All tube chassis, my brother's car. Set up for a big block right now, but I'm gonna put an LS in it with a turbo, or single turbo. So be able to drive it on the street every day and go to the track, put on a trailer, whatever. The perfect little business card, as in driving around, drive to the store, pick up whatever. Go pick up lunch in it, go pick up some beer in it, whatever. You know, all the body pieces go on there, everything's there for it. But yeah, it rolls. My point is it rolls. So it moves around, so I can push it out of the way to be able to get up to that. And once the Malibu is off of here, I know I've said this 1,000 times. Once the Malibu's off of here, my Chevy can go up here. And then I'm gonna put my desk and everything, instead of being in the front, I'm gonna put it back over here against the wall. Then I'll take the Chevette and back it up right there. And yeah, that's where that is. Got a mess over here on the table. A mess that I have, trying to thrash to get this car done. Got it done. But in between this, if you guys seen the IG reels, you see that the Chevelle, which I did put up like a 2.5-minute video of the Chevelle. I ran out of storage, so I couldn't record no more. That's all it got. But the rear end, changed the rear end and everything in it. The center section went from an old True Track to a new True Track. Boom, as you can see down in Florida, doing all the nasty burnouts everywhere. The car shifts so hard into second and third gear, it shakes your head. So the car's got a lot of power. But that in here, then I worked on the 4-door box, the 100K box. You know, adjusted some things on that and shit. So that's on the IG reels. A couple little other things I don't think I filmed, but I have been doing, you know, some shit. But this was the main thing. This was the second longest, but shorter here since Donzel's car, Oklahoma Cutlass. And now I'm gonna have the time to be able to get on it. It's not an easy job, but once I start getting things done on it, it'll be coming along. But I gotta keep this lift open to keep the bills paid. This lift for the in and out quick stuff. Like this job wasn't that bad. It's just everything was jacked up and messed around and this and that, and I had the shop backed up, but I got it done. Finally got it done. You don't see too many of these. I mean, Pontiacs have been coming out a lot more now. Anybody out there, man, save these old school cars. Stop junking them. People want them. People want these old big body cars, even the rusty ones. We need to save them all. Anybody knows anybody that has something like this sitting, let somebody know. See if they want to get rid of it. I know people do that, but a lot more people say they're gonna do it and don't do it and know where cars are sitting, and because they can't go get it or ask about it, maybe they don't have enough money, they don't want to tell nobody about it. It's like they don't want nobody to have it if they can't have it. But hey, let somebody know about it all. Pontiacs, all these old big bodies and G bodies, and you know. But yeah, Bankroll Tim, bedded up. Man, really ain't got much more to say except for just in here working, in here thrashing. Trying to get it all done, keep everybody happy. I'm closer to getting everything done and keeping everybody happy. So, all right, y'all. Bankroll Tim, bedded up. Ramble. Yeah, I think I showed you guys the front suspension on this. It's got coilovers in it, stock uppers, stock lowers. It's got the big ass calipers, big ass rotors. Boom, got the billets. back rim is, oh yeah, here we go. We can get into this. So, once again, this wheel is a billet wheel, okay? So it's got a 2.65 backspace. So that means reverse lip, whatever. That means from the back of this pad to the outer part of this lip is 2.65. That's the offset, whatever you want to call it, backspace. This wheel is at 24 by 10. Now there's these guys out here that are selling these wheels and they'll tell you, oh yeah, they bolt right on. They bolt right on. Oh, they bolt right on. They'll bolt on a G-body. Okay, yeah. The 4 3/4 bolt circle, 5 by 120 bolt pattern of the studs, the wheel, you know, how it bolts on, yeah, goes right on the G-body. Box Chevy, shit like that. Yes, you gotta narrow the rear end for that much lip. But a 24 by 10, which is what this is. Now overall, it measures 11 inches. So this is what you gotta know. So you don't wanna say that you want a 24 by 11 because then it's gonna be 12 inches overall, which is gonna be harder to fit. So like I was saying, a 24 by 9 will measure 10 inches overall. That's easier to fit under G-bodies, so you don't have to do a full frame notch. Real easy to fit. I mean, you can go by 10 on a box Chevy, that'd be 11 overall and fit good. A by 11 will be 12 overall under a box Chevy, and you would have to frame notch. Now, you don't have to get into a full frame rail notch, but that's better to do a full frame rail notch. So, you gotta watch that some of these guys out here, they don't go by this or that. Only the custom shops go by that. No, that's exactly what the wheel is. Just because the wheel is a 24 by 10, they think it's by 10. No, it's 11 overall. You got how the outside of the rim lips out. And this side, you know, the back of the rim lips out. So it measures 11 inches overall. Other shops out there that are putting the rims on the cars, and they're saying 24 by 13. It's 13 overall. It's a 24 by 12, 26 by 12, 28 by 12, whatever. It is 13 overall. It's always 1 inch greater overall. So when people are putting stuff up saying, oh, it's a by 13, and then you're like, oh yeah, I want to order a 24 by 13, and then they give you a 24 by 13, if that's be a special order, then the overall is going to be 14, and now it's going to be even harder to fit. So when ordering all this stuff, you want to talk to people that actually know what the hell they're talking about. A lot of people are just in it just to make the sale and make that quick money, and they don't give a shit where you go to put the wheels on, what it takes to put the wheels on. 24 by 9 fits on G-bodies without a full frame rail notch, and I can do it without tubbing. I don't know if other shops can do it without tubbing, but you do have to do the quarter rail notch behind the back of the wheel towards the back of the car. So yeah, a little rundown again on correctly measuring wheels, and you know, you always have a tape measure, measures overall, stuff like that. Backspace, obviously the lip, you know, you can see the hump of the wheel right there. So being able to put the center of the wheel on that hump, the face is smaller than what the face would need to be if the wheel was out, if the center was out here more. So different size center. So this wheel can't be, the center couldn't be unwelded and moved back because see, there ain't enough room. And it couldn't be moved forward because to move it forward to make more, which you wouldn't want to make more backspace, but then it would go down in front of there and then it would need a bigger face. So, a little info about billets, Forgiatos and all that stuff, 3-piece wheels, you know, getting into a whole different thing, but still same rule of thumb that the wheel being by 9 is going to be overall 10, by 10 overall 11, by 11 overall 12, by 12 overall 13. So anyways, little quick 101 on that shit, and fuck it, I'm out. Bankroll Tim, bet it up. Appreciate y'all. I'm back.